We have breaking news this evening out of Bala town as a fan's favourite has left the club and a young promising midfielder has joined on loan. Now for more on this story we cross live to Charles Hogan. And Charles, this is a sad day for the fans.
Yeah, thanks Nige. Yeah, look, Rhys Williams has left Bala town today and joined Ipswich town for a fee of just over £200,000, while defensive midfielder Brett Brewerton, he has joined on loan for the season from Liverpool. Now manager Aussie Villain spoke to the media just moments ago regarding the transfers.
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously it's a tough day to say goodbye to Reece. He serves us with distinction, both as a player and a vice-captain. But ultimately, you know, he wants to be a regular starter. We need to give those minutes to our youngsters. So I think in the end, this probably works out best for everybody, albeit a bit of a tough moment to actually go through with the transfer. As for Brett, he's a player we've been after for a little while now. So I'm really keen to see what he can bring to us. I think he's going to be a success.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 8, Episode 4 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we are playing Real Madrid. Off to Madrid we go in the Champions League group stages. The first game of those, and before that a massive game against Dundee United reserves in the IRN-BRU Cup third round. But before any of that, as you've just seen, we have made a couple of transfers and Rhys Williams has left the club. He's gone off to Ipswich Town. He's on $7,000 a week, so he's happy. It's sad to see him go, but ultimately He wanted to be a regular first team player, and we needed to give those minutes to KDH and O'Halloran, the new defender that we bought in from Reading. So he's been a really good player. He played, 120 odd games for us. He scored a lot of goals, a lot of big goals. He'll be fondly remembered. He is a legend of the club, of that there is no doubt. He's probably the last, I think Allmark now is probably the last of the first season players. But yeah, it was just his time, unfortunately. So he's off to Ipswich. We'll keep an eye on how he develops. But yeah, we got a decent fee, 200,000 for him, which is fine. And in replace, it's sort of in replace of him in a way, we got in Brett Brewerton from Liverpool. Now I've been trying to sign this guy for a while. I was trying to get him at the end of his contract. I think it was last summer or 2 summers ago. So we're going to be paying him $2,000 a week. Basically, he is coming in sort of as a shuffle around for backup where Rhys Williams would have been sort of the 5th defender. We're kind of looking to use Kieran Topley now more as a central defender, and then Brewerton will come in and sort of cover in midfield where Topley kind of would have played. So I'm thinking in Europe he might even start, but possibly not against Real Madrid because he's just coming to the club. He hasn't even made his debut yet. So that's sort of the plan with that. And we do, of course, with Rhys Williams leaving, need a new vice-captain. And so that honour is gone to Curtis Owen, the youngster that's come through our academy. He has good leadership. He has good teamwork as well. He's going to play a lot of the games that Ewan Dixon isn't going to play in the league and cup games. So I'm hoping it'll help kick him on a little bit as well. But yeah, he is the new club vice captain. So well done to him. Now we do have a few games to catch you up on since last episode. So let's get to those. Starting with who we play first of all. It was Connors Key in the league. We took an early lead when Adam Maurice crossed for Michael Stewart, and doubled our advantage when Stewart pounced on a failed clearance. Kieran Topley got a third before half-time, and Ryan Murphy crossed for Adam Maurice to get our 4th in the second half.
So there we go, we were too good for them. Michael Stewart, lesser seen these days, but he got the start in this one, did a decent job. We did have bids come in for him for Ipswich as well, but I decided against selling him because he is, in theory, a good striker for us. And I couldn't really find anybody to get in to replace him. So we decided to keep him. So that is what it is. He got 2 goals, Topley and Maurice with the other goals in that one. Yeah, it was sort of what you'd expect, to be honest, in the league these days. We were too strong for them. The second game to catch you up on is another league game against Cavan Druids.
Ryan Burke sealed the points with a wonderful strike.
It's a bit of a strange one, this one. We controlled the game, but I wouldn't say we played well. It was a really good goal from Ryan Burke to get the points for us, but otherwise it was one of those where you were kind of waiting a little bit for the equalising goal to go in, to be honest. We went with 2 up front in this one. It didn't particularly work. Yeah, so just kind of, we got the points, that's the main thing, and we'll kind of move on with our lives. The final game to catch you up on is against Carmarthen Town, again in the league.
We got an early goal when Allmark crossed for Mateo Martin, and doubled our lead when Martin turned provider for Ewan Dixon, before Dixon got his second with a wonderful solo effort, and then completed his hat-trick from the spot. Ryan Murphy slipped in Marcus Baker seconds after halftime. Before Curtis Owen picked out Damien Allmark's run. And then crossed for Rene Felge to get our 7th. So there we go. I think some of the missing goals from the Kefin Druids game showed up in this one. Absolutely destroyed Carmarthen on the road as well. Mateo Martin with an early one. Dixon with the hat-trick. Baker, Allmark and Felge. I have no idea how you say that, with the goals as well. A reminder of Felge. He is one of the young strikers that we brought in. I think he's 2 goals from 2 appearances off the bench, so he's doing a really, really good job for us. And yeah, everybody just did their job to perfection there, which was always good to see. So that is how the games in between. Now, I know we were supposed to be playing Port Talbot today. What basically happened is there was an international break in here, and that would have coincided with the Dundee United reserves game. I didn't want to risk. We had a lot of players called up, so I didn't want to risk missing, sort of losing that one with putting out sort of our. Essentially would have been some under-19 players in the team, so I postponed it, which means that's why we have the games that we have here coming up. Now, during that international break, I should say too, Damien Allmark actually got a call up to the senior Wales squad. Didn't get on the field, but he's in the conversation, which is excellent to see. And just a reminder, he has 60 goals. He needs 10 more league goals. And of course, we're not playing in the league today, but 10 more league goals will see him as Bala Town's all-time record league goal scorer. Now, let's go and have a look at, first of all, the league table. You can see we're in a good position. We're 4 points off top with 2 games in hand, having dropped those silly points to Affinlido first game of the season. But we do park the league to one side today. We start the Champions League, but before that, we've got Dundee United reserves. Let's have a quick look at what we're up against in them. And, well, it's the reserves, so it's not too much, to be honest. We are the favourites for this one. We're in excellent form. We've played them once. We played them in the semi-final, I think, of this competition last year, and did quite well. So they're an Adam Ashkar coached team. He's their reserves manager. A balanced, direct playing style, but of course, being a reserve team, we don't really, we could be up against anything in reality. So this is the team we're sending out. Obviously, we're favouring Real Madrid, and we're going to go with this formation. So it's Rima Miles up top. It's O'Halloran, of course, our young defender who. He is basically the reason that we had to get rid of Reece Williams, because Williams wanted to play, and Halloran, as I said before, needs to be playing to make sure he reaches his potential. So he goes with KDH and Kieran Topley, who sort of moves in as a full-time central defender now for us. Jenkins down the right still couldn't get in, despite looking at really trying to find a good right back. I couldn't find anybody. So Jenkins stays till at least January with Burke down the left. Lowry back from injury. He comes in to play as a defensive midfielder in this one with McVeigh. It's Dixon in behind Allmark and Felge. We're playing away to home to Real Madrid, so Dixon won't be starting that one. We do have Brewerton on the bench. We will try and get him on for a debut at some point in this one. Otherwise, it's not really anybody on the bench. Maybe Kingsley we could bring on. But to be honest, Kingsley, I think, is reaching the point now where I'm not sure he's going to quite live up to what we wanted him to live up to, so we might consider his future at the club. Alright, and we can see the way they're lining up a little bit of a strange formation with wing-backs and wingers. So we've tried that before. I tried it before. I think it might have been more in the lead save. I tried it before. But we'll see how that goes here. Pick up where they left off. Alright, let's go with that. Carry on where you left off last game, boys. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, let's hope we get a good performance here. Alright, and here we go. The IRN-BRU Cup defence. We did win it last year, didn't we? I'm sure we did. Oh, yeah, we did, because Ryan Murphy got that stunner in the final. Here we go. Burke, decent ball. Back post, Topley off the post, and it's cleared away. Was he offside? He may well have been. And never mind, on front of that highlight. Yeah, so we did have quite a few players caught up for international duty, which is nice. Unfortunately, as I said, Allmark didn't get himself on the field. It was a little bit of a disappointment. Well, they're not looking very fit, are they? But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At least he's in the conversation. It was a round of friendly games, so that's possibly why he was sort of had a look at. Hopefully he does get himself a cap at some point. He's still only young. He's, 22, I think? Yeah, so there's still plenty of time in his career, but, yeah, ideally we'd like to see him getting his cap sooner rather than later. This first half is cruising by, and we really haven't seen anything there apart from that offside Kieran Topley chance, so that's a bit of a disappointment. Let's maybe go with a calm. We're not happy with that. Lowry, please don't get yourself sent off. Tactically, can we change anything? I wonder if we maybe want to look to exploit the middle here And yeah, we'll go with that for now. Try and get Ewan Dixon involved a little bit more. We do obviously have options on the bench that we can go to. We haven't seen anything though. McVeigh and Dixon, I mean, we've got a lot of creativity in the middle of the park, but we're not seeing it right now. Burke to Lowry. There it is to McVeigh. Over the overlapping run from Burke. Can he get across into the box? He goes past one. Here we go. Ryan Burke. Can he get... Don't be selfish, mate. Don't be selfish. Oh, be selfish. What a howler from the goalkeeper. But Ryan Burke gets his second of the season. It's 1-0 to Bala Town. We'll tell him to concentrate, but let's be honest. That was a big assist to the goalkeeper, isn't it? It's almost an own goal with an assist to Ryan Burke, to be honest. He's been way too selfish there, but the goalkeeper... Oh, hang your head in shame, mate. That is shocking goalkeeping. But it's 1-0 to Bala Town. We don't particularly care. And on we go. Jenkins is not having a good game down the right. I don't really have anybody there to replace him. So that just kind of is what it is. Do we want to change anything else? We want to give Brewerton probably a game here, don't we? Try and we'll at least give him a debut. We have Lowry on a booking as well, so it kind of makes sense to make that change. Lowry there for Dixon, across to McVeigh for Felge, to McVeigh again. We've got Jenkins in a little bit of space out wide. Here we go. Oh, it's a penalty. A Stonewall penalty. It's going to be Jay Jenkins, I think, to take it. Is he the main man on the field right now? No, it's Ryan. Of course it's Ryan Burke. What am I thinking? Ryan Burke. Can he get a second goal of the match? Ryan Burke. No, he cannot. The goalkeeper's made up for the howler there, and that is not ideal because that could destroy Burke's confidence as well. All right, so let's make this change. Get a first look at Brewerton on the field for Lowry. Jenkins, we might just have to tell you to suck it up for me. And is there anything else we want to do? I don't necessarily think so. Obviously, this game is still very much in the balance, so we want to be a little bit careful here. Here we go. Ryan Burke from a free kick. He scored one almost that exact position against Kefren Druids. This time the goalkeeper was equal to... They've changed the goalkeeper, and I'm not surprised. Ball in, corner, it's headed away, it's there for KDH, and Allmark can't direct it past the goalkeeper. They've definitely changed, it was Devlin before or something, wasn't it? They've definitely changed their goalkeeper after that first half mishap, let's call it. O'Halloran for Brewerton, first touch in a Bala shirt that we've seen. Topley has it now. Nice ball in there for Dixon, for McVeigh. We've definitely looked a lot better playing through the middle, haven't we? There's a nice ball out there for Jenkins. Now, can Rene Felge get himself in the middle? He can't. It's headed away. We should pick that up again through Brewerton. Goes all the way back to O'Halloran. In for McVeigh. Back to Brewerton. Back to McVeigh. We're moving them around nicely here, aren't we? Dixon. Good ball out there for Jenkins. Can he get a little bit of quality into the box now? Jay Jenkins. It's deflected down. It's still there. It's bouncing around and we cannot get this second goal. Topley picks up the loose ball. Brewerton has it now. Back out there to Jenkins. Jenkins, he loses out, and again it's hacked forward. Again it's Kieran Topley, and again we come forward. Brewerton into McVeigh for Felge. Felge loses out, does he? He just about keeps possession. It's Jenkins, back to McVeigh, all the way back to Brewerton. Out there for Burke now on the other side of the field. Can we get across into the box? There it is. Felge is over the bar. 10 minutes to play, and this game is still very much in the balance. Come on, boys. Let's concentrate. Let's just see it out now. Let's just see this thing out. It's been a little bit of a disappointing performance, to be honest. I was hoping for a lot more against Dundee United reserves, but we should probably go and close them down a little bit more. Maybe that's... Although they were direct, weren't they? But anyway, we've deserved to win. There's no doubts about that, but I would have liked more than one goal, if I'm honest with you. But there we go. McVeigh had we were much better in the second half, playing through the middle. But we got away with one today there, boys. So Bala Town secure victory at St Andrews University playing fields. It's a very professional sounding name, isn't it? Brewerton makes his professional debut. So well done to him. We have Dunbarton in the 4th round of the IRN-BRU Cup. I dare say we'll need to be better to beat them. McVeigh had a good game in the end. So well done to him. And the FN-Lido game has been rearranged to make up for, I'm assuming, that Dunbarton game. Yes, it is. Guys, wait right there. We're off to Real Madrid next. We're going to have to be better against them. Can we sneak a point? I doubt it, but let's see. Okay, welcome back. We're about to play Real Madrid in the Champions League, but as you can see, Chris Venables and the under-19s are at it again. 5-3, our youngsters beat Real Madrid youngsters. Amazing stuff. And we'll just continue to go. Rene Felge played this one. He got a double. Gavin Walters, let's have a quick look at, Manbridge here got a double. Decent enough right winger. I mean, it's not a position of weakness for us, so I don't know if he'll ever actually make it, but getting a double against Real Madrid's not going to hurt you. And Gavin Walters, one of our young centre-backs. Again, not sure he's going to make it with us, but he certainly did a decent job against Real Madrid. So excellent stuff by Chris Venables and the youngsters. Now let's go and have a quick look at what we're up against here. What have I done there? Here we go. We're at the Bernabeu, and we are not the favourites, as you would expect. They are very much favourites. We're 10-1. Pochettino is still their manager. He hasn't been popping off at me in the press before this season, so maybe we've earned a little bit of respect from him last year. But Poch is a good manager, isn't he? So it's going to be tough for us. We can see here they're an attacking standard style of play, and we can see here we're expecting them to come out in this sort of a formation. There's some good names there, isn't there? Jesus, Rashford's playing for Real Madrid. Kai Havertz as well. Ndidi is there. So yeah, they're going to be, obviously they're going to be tough. It's Real Madrid. We can see there their 1-1 draw against Malaga, their positional heat map, their passing network, and their key passes as well. And this is a team we're sending out, and I think we got beaten 3-0 here last year, so let's hope we can even maybe do a little bit better than that this year. So it's Rima Miles going in goal, it's Mullenstein, Swifty, Gosney and Sears as the back four. Brewerton comes in for a first start. We'll see how he goes, throw him in at the deep end and hope he swims. Sam York and Dudzinski continue in midfield. It's Connolly and Martin down the wings. It's it's Ricky Jackman up top. Let's go. How's that the first time I've called him Hugh Jackman, by the way? I've done well to last this long. So we can see the way they're lining up there. Julian Brandt as well. So they're at a Militao. They're a good team, aren't they? We know that. So let's just hope we can do a job on them here. Gomez says, remind the team the pressure is off. We know we've got nothing to lose. Let's show what we're capable of. Let's say that with a little bit of calm faith. And yeah, let's hope we defend well here. And here we go, Champions League 2026-27 underway. And if we can keep up our goal-scoring form from the qualifiers, then you never know what we could do here. Hopefully, we'll score more than one goal in the group stages this season. Here we go, free kick coming in. They pull away to the back post. Can we get a block in here? We don't want to concede a goal after 5 minutes. Come on, boys. Oh no, Reyes jinking in, and that is not a good shot. Thankfully for us, that has gone wide. Let's tell them to get creative, shall we? I tell you what, we've lasted near on 10 minutes. Rima Miles with a goal kick in there for Gosney, and I'm not quite sure what he's doing there, to be honest, but Mullenstein picks it up, back to Brewerton, out to Mullenstein. I don't love that Mullenstein's on a booking already, but this is some nice play. Here we go with Mateo Martin. What's he going to do? In there for Brewerton. Brewerton, don't get caught in possession, mate, for Swifty. Swifty gets caught in position. Oh, no, boys, come on. It's a good save by Rima Miles. We look as though we need to raise that tempo, don't we? We got caught in possession there quite badly, and we just took a little bit too much time. So we'll try raising the tempo and see if that helps. Militao's header straight into Rima Miles' hands, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Line out for Real Madrid, just short of halfway. Juventus has taken the lead versus Besiktas. That's probably a good thing for us. I would imagine that we would want Besiktas to lose as many games as possible. We'll tell them to concentrate as the highlight begins. And what can we do here? We've lasted about 20 minutes so far, so that's not too bad. Can we win that? No, we cannot. Juventus go 2-0 up. Come on, Havertz has the ball now. Can we put pressure on him? No. Come on. Oh, Mateo Martin's let the fullback get in behind him. Cross comes in, and Negredo, there it is, got there in the end. He can't miss. And we're 1-0 down, and that's a little bit of a disappointment. Yeah, Mateo Martin didn't go with his man, got done in behind, and there wasn't too much we could do. Maybe you have to say Swifty needs to be a little bit more aggressive and challenge a little bit more for that ball, but otherwise, it's a difficult one, isn't it? And there we go. I'm wondering if maybe we look to get the ball out wide. See if that helps us at all. Let's try demand a little bit more. We're suddenly looking nervous and anxious. Callum Connolly again gets to the group stages and looks a little bit out of his depth. And we haven't seen Dudzinski at all. So there we go. Well, 1-0's not the worst. We're still in the game. That's the main thing. And let's see. What do we say to that? Do we sympathise with that performance? No, it wasn't particularly great, was it? We really didn't do too much. We've looked free scoring in the group stages, in the qualifying rounds, and we've come here, and yes, it's a step up in opposition, but we've looked completely useless. We could bring Maurice on for Connolly and then switch those two around, put Martin out on the right. We'll give them a little bit of time in this second half and see what they can do. Let's try maybe an encourage, see if that helps at all. We haven't seen any sort of change from Callum Connolly. Plus, he's on a booking, so let's make that change. Get Martin out there on the right and see if that helps us at all. We could make Topley for Sam York a potential change, or Ryan Murphy. Let's just hold off on that. I mean, it's not like Matteo Martin's setting the world on fire either. So, yeah. Can we give it a show some passion here, maybe? The thing is that we're in the game. And as long as we're in the game, then you never know. Are we going to be in the game for much longer, though? That's just over the bar from Kai Havertz. And it remains 1-0. If we can stay at 1-0 in the last 10 minutes, we might go have a go at them and see if we can rescue a point. But the way things are going now, we haven't seen anything from us, and it just about stays out. And it's not particularly going to plan right now, is it? Come on, boys. Can we get the ball back here? It's another Real Madrid highlight. Can we get a foot in here, I wonder? They're shifting it around. We've made them go wide. That's not too bad. Militao, that's a good ball. And there's a man over, and we've just about kept that out. Rima Miles is having a really, really good game in there for us, keeping us in the game. Another corner to defend. Brandt to knock it in. It is away by Brewerton. Sam York is there. Ball back in, and it is off the post. Rima Miles clutches it to his chest. And again, we're staying in this game. There's 10 minutes to go. All right, let's go make some changes here and see if we can rescue something from this game. I don't have Dixon on the bench, which is a bit silly of me, isn't it? So what do we do here? We will bring Murphy on for Brewerton, I think. Stick him forward. We can put Sam York back to his preferred deep-lying playmaker role. That's all well and good. Is Dazinski better off up there, I wonder? Dazinski as an advanced playmaker. No, it doesn't really work, does it? I think we really want the advanced playmaker a little bit further back. And you can go on attack for me. That's all fine. And yeah, we'll just see if this works for us. Actually, I wanted to do more there, didn't I? Alright, faith in you. I want to go and edit it, actually, because I want to raise this tempo, be more expressive. Do we want to pass into space? Yeah, let's go for that as well. Counter press, we want to do that. We want to go and press them high up the pitch. I'm conscious of goal difference here, but let's go for it. Get stuck in maybe isn't a good idea with so many bookings, is it? So let's not do that. And, alright, we'll try this again. Okay. And attacking. Come on, boys. Come on. Can we rescue something late here? Again, we haven't looked like scoring, which is a real disappointment. But the game's not done yet. It just takes a second to score, doesn't it? But of course, we need the ball, ideally, to be able to do that. Ball over the top. Are we going to get caught out with the high line? It's up. It's another save from Rima Miles. Mullenstein is there. Brings it away. Decent ball forward there for Jackman. He does well. Keeps possession. Sam York. Back for Mullenstein. Is this going to be a moment for us? No, it's not. But it's a Bala Town throw. Here we go. Sears in for Murphy. Murphy in there for Dudzinski. What can the Wonder Kid do? Is he going to have a wonder moment? Oh, it's a horrible pass. And there's the high line now going to catch us out. Up is in. Rima Miles is exposed. And it's 2-0. I think there the pass into space was maybe a little bit too ambitious for us. Because that space very much had a Real Madrid player in it. But there we go. Well, am I going to live to regret that? Possibly. But there we go. What we should probably do now is drop that line back again, because at 2-0 we're not getting back into this game, so we'll try and protect the goal difference a little bit. It's been a little bit of a disappointment. We're into stoppage time. Can we go and take something? Mullenstein with a cross in. It's headed away. And maybe we shouldn't be on attacking anymore. Have we won that back? No, we haven't. And, I mean, you've got to be honest. It's Real Madrid away from home. And, you know, we're not at that level just quite yet. Can we get to that? No, Havertz, don't get a third. That would be harsh. It's a tackle on the edge of the area. It's a booking for Sears, and he's off. And Sears, mate, that's really silly, because now we're going to have to play... We could play Burke on the right, maybe, but that actually really does kind of hurt us moving forward for the next game. And the next game is against Besiktas as well. So, yeah. Ideally, we would have had our first choice right back for that one. All right, here we go. Can we get a late consolation goal? Sam York straight into the keeper's hands. Almost a goal at the Bernabeu for Bala Town, but it wasn't to be. And are we going to get caught out here on the break again? We really shouldn't be on attacking, should we? There's 30-odd seconds to go. It would be ridiculously harsh. He's walked it in. Rima Miles stays big. And there we go. Well, we lost 3-0 last year. I'm sure it was 3-0, and we've lost 2-0 this year. Here goes with Mateo Martin forward. He gets it tackled away, and that should just about do it, referee. You can blow it up. We've had enough. Burke with the throw. In it goes for Murphy. Murphy goes back to York. I don't think we're playing strikerless right now too, aren't we? There's a ball from Gosney for Maurice to chase. Not quite on the same wavelength. Goalkeeper hacks it forward into touch. Bala Town line out, but referee, please, that'll do. We'll take 2-0 and lick our wounds and come back and play Besiktas next time around. Mullenstein with the throw for Murphy. Maurice, Dudzinski, back there for Murphy. Maybe we do want to keep playing here. Murphy, no, there we go. Well, we had a shot on target, but it was very much one-way traffic, that one, wasn't it? We'll say unlucky, but yeah. I mean, we had 10 men at the Bernabeu. What chance do we have? There we go. I think maybe the most unlucky thing about that game was the fact that we drew Real Madrid in the group stages again. But there we go. If we have a quick look, how did the other game go? It was 2-2. Oh, that's a bad result for us. Or is it a sign that Juventus aren't too good? But yeah, that's not a good result for us. That is for sure. Quick early stage update of the group stage, and we can see Real Madrid top and the other two there each have a point. That's really disappointing considering that Besiktas were down to 10 men and 2-0 down. What have you done, Juventus? What have you done? Anyway, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think of the transfers. Reece Williams, did we do the right thing letting him go? Yeah, I just personally think it was his time, and it gives the youngsters, they'll get his game time. We'll be back next time for Cardiff Met. Look at this run of away games we have here. For Cardiff Met Uni away in the league, and then it will be at home to Besiktas. That is a game we must win, and now we've got to win it without Ryan Sears at right back. Take care.